welcome to Say About Children TV. Back at it for a brand new video. Now, this is going to be a two-part video. We're going to have a live stream tonight with our stories, but I wanted to talk about another story. There's no articles about it, but this been going on the internet for some time, and I wanted to wait to talk about the story until all the facts came out and proof and evidence. But I've seen everybody on the internet talk about the story. And this is the allegation case of CJ. So cool. And the reason I wanted to talk about it is because we advocate for children on this channel. And it's called Save Our Children TV. Now, what I want to say about this whole situation as a whole is that I knew from the beginning of this that these allegations were made up and that this ain't the first time his baby mama made these allegations against him. And I think what's sad is about this whole situation is when an adult is so mad at her baby daddy, right? That now she will involve children into adult situations because she was so mad at CJ. Because if you watched the videos back in 2018, she alleged that CJ took advantage of her daughter Jaliyyah. And you have so many sources talk about this story when it first broke. But I'm going to show you something that will let me know that you have to be careful when dating women, okay? Especially women that you know that rely on your name for clout. And then drag this person would drag your own children down with them. I'm going to show you something. And I want you to take a close look at what I'm going to show you. The difference between the truth and a lie. If you see right here where it says she was only 10, the quotations. If you see Royalty's face, her face expression, you don't see any tears coming down on her face. Okay, no tears whatsoever. And then she put, "I'm ready to tell my story." Quotations at the end. Quotations, the two quotations. Then in this video right here, It says this is heartbreaking situation. Life with royalty. So again, you're so mad at this person that you will make up this terrible allegations. And then also you could tell a lie when it's a lie. If you saying that he did this to your daughter, right? Why would you then send two other children to his house for him to be around children? If you're making that type of allegation, that makes sense. So now we're playing with children, and we're screwing up children's minds for a paycheck. We're making 99 videos, making up all these lies to get back at them. That's one of the horrible, horrible things you can do as a human being, is to make up that type of allegation. There's people, there's men right now sitting in prison for the exact crime that he's accused of, for crimes they did not commit. And they're staying in prison for it because someone lied on their name. And guess who believed them? The police. And they got locked up and they're doing time. You gotta be careful when you start making up these allegations. Because let me tell you something. If you make up an allegation, right, that your child was taken advantage of by this person, and it comes back that it's a lie, and you made it up, and you told your children to say it, guess what that's called? It's called a felony, and it's called child abuse because they're not capable as a child to say things like this. They're being coached, and it is a crime in most cities and states, and females in general have to be careful making up those type of allegations because you can't take that back. You're gonna have to sleep on a fact every night, thinking about what you caused this person to go through because of these lies. Then she sent him a gift in a mail, it's a frame. Supposedly, it's with the confession papers from a journal of jaliyyahs. Now, we all know that sometimes children handwriting is not the best. So we all know that royalty wrote those words. What I think happened is now royalty trying to play as she's the victim. So instead of when you victim shame someone, right? Because he just accused a victim of royalty's lie. He is. There's no evidence that he did this. And the sad part is that she put her own child through a turmoil. And a person like that does not need to be on YouTube. Somebody needs to have her channel removed. If you're doing this to children, making up these lies to get back at someone, to make yourself feel good. But you gotta understand you're hurting the children at the end of the day. Because you're making up these lies. And there's people out here that's believing the lies. So there's people out here that is willing to put an innocent man behind bars because they want to big up a woman and believe a woman's story without any proof or evidence. And there's been other YouTubers that came out saying that he did not do this. They had children staying back at the mansion back in 2018, and everything was fine. So of course, when women get mad at men, the first thing a woman would bring up against the man is misconduct against their children. And I think the sad part about it is you can't play with children like that. It's awful. It's very awful. And another thing is that if you're saying that he did this back in 2018, wouldn't you have reported it back in 2018? You would not have waited to 2024 to now make these allegations because it's called statute of limitation. You waited over the period guidelines to report the crime, the alleged crime. And I do hope CJ So Cool. Number one, he needs to take her to court. She needs to go to court, um, sue everyone on her side that thinks that he did this because that's called inflammatory allegations. It's called defamation of character. And the sad part is that these children are in the middle of royalties um, allegations. And I remember that is that she's alleging that CJ did something that he didn't do. Why put children through that? And to try to put down CJ So Cool, saying that he did these type of stuff, which we know is not true. He have things against you that you should be really concerned about, despite the allegations you got against him. He have things on you where your children been injured, you haven't taken care of them, haven't taken them to the hospital, they barely been eating, you've been all over the place, not taking care of your children. But yet to put a man down to make yourself feel good is pitiful. Downright pitiful. And anybody on the internet who believes CJ did this, the thing is this. There's two sides to every story. Unless you have actual proof instead of listening to one side, I won't believe anything Royalty says. Because in the first video she made, where allegedly jaliyyah had told her this happened, there was no tears coming down her face. Second video she made was her and jaliyyah's sit down video, talking about it again. Ain't no tears on either of them faces. And if any of this happened, first of all, you won't be on video making a video about it. You'll be pulling up to his location getting answers. So that's a lie. And things like this needs to be taken much serious. Accusing a man of a crime that could put him in prison for a long time, and he have two young children and an older daughter, and you could be screwing up their lives, trying to make yourself out to be the top. So you ruining everybody else's life because of allegations. There's a lot of people on royalty side, including her, who have said or accused him of doing this, which they should be in jail because you're coaching children to say that he did this to them, which is very sick and demonic. And there's people like this on the internet that hides behind closed doors. You would never know what type of person is until you look them dead in the face. But I do hope, and I pray, and I hope and pray that CJ take legal action. I seriously do. And another thing, CJ So Cool mentioned back when the family was staying at his house in 2018, royalty would leave the children, and there'll be any and everybody in and out that house, including men. So instead of accusing someone, what if it wasn't CJ So Cool and it was somebody else? You never know. But because I'm mad at this person, that's the first person I'm gonna accuse of committing a crime. So that means that you will waste time and energy to lie on a person to get paid from your channel to make yourself feel good. Trust me, I couldn't be CJ so cool. I will begin answers now. You won't be able to sit on the internet and continue to date on my name. You don't have proof. You don't have nothing to say that he did this. And in a previous video I watched with CJ So Cool, he was explaining because Royalty was upset that he threw his daughter, his older daughter, a birthday party on Royalty's daughter birthday. Well, last time I checked, this is a free country. So if you want to throw a party on your birthday, you could do that. That's number one. Number two, it's not like you invited him to the birthday party of Carnation. So at the end of the day, why not throw a birthday party on that day? And at least he gave out of the kindness of his heart after he'd been lied on. He gave Carnation $40 for a birthday. Now, me personally, because these are innocent children that's put in the middle of their mother BS. I just it's hard because this is what Royalty wanted to do for the longest. She wanted to make an assumption that he did this. And the reason why Royalty accused him of doing this is because there was a video, I guess back in 2018, 2017, I guess, where he drew on Jaliyyah's back. Now we all saw that video. Now the thing is this. Yes, he was wrong for doing it, but watching that video, there was adults in the background that didn't say jack about what he was doing. So let's not try to big ourselves up on the internet to get a big check that you can't see. This is wrong with society today. You lie on a person's name to gain clout and more supporters to drag seizure. So of course you rely on his name without evidence. So in a court of law, if he took you to court and you said it in front of the court without proof, you know what that's called in the court of law? It's called perjury. You're perjuring yourself, which is a crime. You go to jail. People are not smart today in 2024. And I'm gonna give CJ some advice. If a woman accuses you of a crime like that, two things you should do. Number one, immediately get a restraining order. That means she can't even speak on your name. Nothing about you. Get a restraining order. She can't come around you. That's number one. And then number two, take her to court and sue the hell out of her and everybody else in her circle who think you did this. Because something has to be done. So again, she accuses him of doing this when Jaliyyah was 10. I believe she's now, 14, 15? And the thing is this. I don't understand, or 16, 17, around that age. But I don't understand if you saying that he did this when she was 10. First of all, the allegation to me is sound bogus as hell. Okay? And also, if you that he did this attempt, you would have when you had been reported him. So that means you're looking for any way to drag a man down, which makes you look bad because you're really not a good mother. You're really not smart. You're really not. And I wanted to talk about this story because there are children involved. And on this platform, we advocate for children. And I believe that all them children in her custody needs to be taken out of her custody because she's a horrible mother. You don't play around with allegations like that. You don't play around with those type of assumptions because you're hurting your children in the long run. None of what she said was ever true. She wanted to get back at CJ, so of course she made something like that up. And things like this can't be erased. You can't apologize for it because this is forever will be on the internet. That you accused him of doing the worst thing ever to your child. And CJ, I'm giving you some more advice. You need to pursue criminal charges. You have evidence about the children's feet being um the children being abused. You have evidence that the children are being taken care of. You have all this evidence. You need to take that to the police department. Turn that evidence in. Have them go and pick her up, take her to jail, and see how fun it would be to be in jail. And let me say this too, because if CJ do that, if he had that evidence in that royalty been abusing children, guess who else can go to jail for accomplice? Everyone in her circle who's seen her do this and ain't intervened. You just as guilty as she is. So you're not smart. You're not smart. Every adult in her circle that lives with her can go to jail, like right along with her. Tell me what you think about this down below. And do you believe CJ did this? Or do you not believe he did not do this? I do not believe he did this. I believe this was all drummed up from back from 2017 to now because royalty was upset. So she made up this nasty allegation. And that right there is disgusting of a woman to do. So let me know down below. Do you believe he did this or not? One more thing. You could take on a doctor fail and get a lie detector test because it will prove your innocence. But with that being said, she needs to go somewhere and get the help she needs because she's clearly sick in head to make that type of allegation that you can't take back. You can't take the allegation back. So again, let me know down below if you think he did this or not. I don't think he did this. I'll see you guys tonight. We're gonna go live tonight about usually go live about 10 o'clock, but we're gonna go live at 9 o'clock. So be ready. Um, and I'll see you guys later tonight. Bye.